Hey, my name's Chuck. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys caught my first video. I just started up the channel. I was testing out Code Whisperer for the first time. Still been using it. So far, it's been extremely useful and really increased my speed while the development. For the sake of utility, we're going to keep this ball rolling. Uh, Today, I'm going to make a short little video on how to connect connect Python to an existing MySQL database. That could be on your local host or somewhere else, but it's not going to be SQLite or something that comes within the IDE. We're going to connect it to a real MySQL database, right? So the first thing we're going to want to do, we're going to have two different versions here that I'm going to go through. One's going to be what I consider raw. Using the MySQL connector, you're going to be allowed to type out SQL commands like you would within a SQL shell or SQL terminal um, and execute them that way. And then the second method using SQLAlchemy, it's going to be object-based, right? So to get started with the first one, we're going to pip install mysql-connector-python. You're in a Python IDE. Make sure that you're using the Python, otherwise it won't work. You can see it's already satisfied on my system, right? So we're going to import SQL.connector. And then, so what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to package this as a function that returns a database. So that way, if I start making a complex program, I can call it in different files and have it imported instead of just having it free floating in a file, if that makes sense. Right, so we're going to be equal.connector.connect, just like that, right? I'm going to do local hosts. I have this stuff copied actually, so for the sake of time, get this so we don't have to watch me type it out, right? Maybe. All right. All right. Then once that happens, we're going to come on, bear with me. Right. Why is it doing this to me? I'm sorry, it's supposed to be 2 quotes. Okay. Well, there we go. And then we want to turn. I'm sorry, I'm so off the ball right now. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to define the function first before we get doing this, so that's my bad. And we're going to rename this one, we'll just call it mysql-c for MySQL Connect. Why is it not like right, database password user, right? Because this needs to be back here. What is this? Sorry, I did that completely backwards. All right. Okay. So when we call that function, we can assign it to a variable and to whatever we want within our program. So connect MySQL is our function. We're going to return it. And then we are going to create a cursor by calling db.cursor. And what the cursor is going to allow us to do is execute commands within our database. You can see the Code Whisperer is already actually filling that out for me. So we're going to do select all tutorials, or select all from our database tutorials. And I have one created called cars for this, right? And actually, what we're going to do, yeah, print the result here. All right, let's run this. Connection successful. There's only one row within our table in the database, but you can see return the database allowed us to execute the query, and that is what is within our table there. We have an ID, make, model, and the year of the car, right? You need to pause that, steal the code or the formatting, whatever you need to do, go ahead. We're going to move on to the next one. And actually, I'm just going to comment this out for right now. All right, so the next thing that we're going to want to do is well, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I got my keyboard off to the side here, so it's a little bit awkward to type. Already satisfied on my system. I'm just doing it to show you guys. Okay, and then we're also going to do pip install by mysql. I actually didn't do that yet. All right, so then we're going to run. That's well, home. These are going to be our fields that we're going to use. Create engine and foreign. And we also want bar. Okay. From SQLAlchemy.exe declarative, we want to import declarative base. That is true. And we also want to import session maker from SQLAlchemy.orm. Way ahead of me here. Okay. Oh, it did it twice. That's interesting. Again, those blue lines of text that I'm not typing or code whisper, making suggestions. And it's getting way ahead of me. So we're going to use our declarative base, establish that as base, and then we are going to configure our database, just like it's shown here, actually. So we're going to create engine. We're going to use MySQL plus MySQL. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is going to be after the plus sign by MySQL. Okay, username, password, at localhost, because this database is on my machine. If it's somewhere else that you're connecting to, it's going to be the IP address, / and then the name of the database. Okay, session, excuse me, we're going to bind the engine with session maker, and then call session to return the session, right? So then what we'll be able to do is we can run it. I want to say it's going to be star. That's messing me up right now. All right. Yep. All right, there we go. Look at that. Oh, failing very hard right now, guys. Let's generate a class. How about this? Sorry for the moment there without talking. little bit embarrassing. I forgot to make the class, which is why I wasn't able to query that. And then, if you're not familiar, making a table or an object in Python. So this is going to be reflecting all the columns here. So we have the ID primary key, which is an integer. We have the make of the car, the model of the car, and the year, which is an integer. So we have two strings and then integers. And we have the constructor and then the third thing. And so then what this does, the REPR, it is going to, when we query something, it returns an object, but this is going to show the string or the text of what's inside that object. And we should be able to, oh, come on. Okay, I'm starting to get lazy. All right, there we go. And there you have it. Sorry, it was a little bit sloppy on the second go through there. But this is the way you connect, two different ways you can connect a MySQL existing database to Python and query and manipulate it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, like and subscribe.